A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant legal development, 2 federal judges have ruled that the Trump administration must continue funding the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP, during the ongoing government shutdown, which has now entered its second month. This decision comes as SNAP benefits were set to expire on November 1st, threatening the food security of approximately 42 million Americans who rely on this vital assistance. The rulings were issued just hours apart, highlighting the urgency of the situation as millions of low-income families face the prospect of losing their food aid. U.S. District Judge Indira Talwani in Boston ordered the administration to resume SNAP benefits, emphasizing that the plaintiffs in the lawsuit are likely to succeed in their claims that halting the program is unlawful. Judge Talwani expressed her concern for the millions of Americans who depend on SNAP, stating, "It's hard for me to understand how this isn't an emergency when there's no money and a lot of people need their SNAP benefits." The ruling requires the Trump administration to provide the court with a plan by Monday on how it intends to keep the program funded, including whether the appropriated benefits will be distributed in full or in part. Simultaneously, U.S. District Judge John McConnell in Rhode Island issued a similar order, directing the administration to tap into its emergency funds to ensure that SNAP benefits continue without interruption. This dual judicial intervention comes in response to a lawsuit filed by a coalition of 25 Democratic governors and state attorneys general, who warned that the cessation of SNAP funding would lead to widespread hunger among vulnerable populations. They argued that the USDA has sufficient funds available to cover the benefits for November, yet chose not to allocate them, prioritizing disaster response instead. The lawsuit noted that this is the first time in 60 years that SNAP benefits have been threatened by a government shutdown, a situation that state leaders described as devastating for those who rely on food assistance. The Trump administration's stance has been that the failure to pass a budget in September has left them unable to fund SNAP or utilize the contingency funds meant for emergencies. However, both judges rejected this rationale, affirming the legality of using these funds to ensure that SNAP payments continue. The urgency of the matter has sparked outrage among SNAP beneficiaries, many of whom took to social media to express their concerns about the impending loss of food assistance. As the government shutdown continues, the implications for public health and well-being are becoming increasingly severe, with state leaders and advocates calling for immediate action to prevent a lapse in benefits. The USDA has yet to provide clarity on its policy decisions regarding the contingency funds, but the agency's website has indicated that there will be no SNAP benefits issued on November 1st if the situation remains unchanged. The Justice Department has not disclosed whether it will appeal the judge's rulings, leaving millions of Americans in a state of uncertainty as they await further developments. This story is still unfolding, and updates are expected as the situation progresses. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.